관련 컨텐츠와 팬분들이 직접 만들어주신 컨텐츠들이 기억에 많이 남습니다. 마인크래프트에는 여러 바이옴이 존재하는데 그 바이옴 특색에 맞게 새로운 블록 아이템들과 몹들이 더 추가됐으면 좋겠습니다.
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Live 2020. I'm Lydia Winters, your host and chief storyteller for Mojang Studios. We're coming to you live from Stockholm, Sweden, the birthplace of Minecraft. Some of our amazing team members couldn't be here today, so we recorded the Minecraft Earth and Creator Tools segments in Redmond earlier this week. We are so thankful you're joining us. Before we get started, we want to acknowledge the number of challenges around the world right now, as well as the mental, physical, and emotional toll those challenges are taking on all of us. With that in mind, we want to give the opportunity today to take a breath, have fun, enjoy the games we love, and
ผม ทุกคน
celebrate all of you, our incredible
ครับ
Minecraft community.
เดี๋ยวเราเสียงก่อน
It won't all be
สวัสดีครับ
easy.
ทุกคน
You'll have to decide
วันนี้อยู่กับ
to put
Minecraft
into
Live
the game,
2020 นะครับ
based
ก็
on
เป็น
votes in previous years, will be
อ่า
super tough.
นั่นแหละนะมีทุกปี
You'll not only get to hear about what's coming to your
วันนี้
favorite
คือจัด
Minecraft
แบบ
games, you'll also hear
วันนี้มาไล
directly
ฟ์
from
ช้า
the
มาก
development team.
คือผมมาไลฟ์ช้ามาก
We
นะค
want
รับ
you to leave today
สวัสดีครับทุก
knowing
คน
about the exciting additions
เรา
coming
มานั่ง
to
ดู
our
ดีกว่า
team,
เนาะ
and
คือผมอยากให้
also
ท่านผู้ชมมานั่ง
why
ดู
our
ด้วยอะไร
team
เงี้ย
has made those
ครับ
decisions.
เดี๋ยวผมจะ
An
เสียง
insider's
แล้วกันเนาะ
look at
โอเค
what's brewing at Mojang Studios. Today, we're kicking things off with the announcement of the we're going to tell you right now. Hi, Agnes and Brandon.
Hi.
Hello.
Let's do this.
So, okay. The next update is the update that we know that so many of you, and well, so many of us as well, has been wanting for such a long time. It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
อัปเดตนะครับ
It must feel amazing to be able to tell everyone that.
อัปเดตใหม่
Seriously, like
Wow.
I'm so excited about this. I mean, even before I joined Mojang, I was always thinking about like when is the cave update gonna come? And this is it. But it's also got the cliffs as well. It's got the mountains. Like this is such a big update, and I'm so excited.
How are you feeling, Agnes?
เป็นอัปเดตครั้ง
Great.
ใหญ่
Like, no, it's so good. So, we have been working on this update for quite long, and we're like, we can't wait to tell everyone. And now we just announced it, and it feels
It's so
it's
we're actually
amazing.
getting our first live look at some reactions.
Oh,
Okay, that's very cute.
so cute.
โอ้โหตัวละครใน
Those
Minecraft
mobs are
ดันเจี้ยนก็มาเนี่ย
very excited.
ตัวใหญ่
This year, we asked some of our communities to submit questions that we'll answer across the show. This first question definitely feels like something everyone wants to know.
Mi pregunta es, ¿por qué se han tardado tanto en actualizar las cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por muchísimo tiempo.
Why has it taken so long? Like Brandon, I've been waiting a long time too.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So, since this update really is the update, like we have been dreaming about it for so long, so it felt so important for us to do it right. Like we don't want to rush it. But now we feel it's the right time. Like we have spent the time we need to really like understand the vision we have for the update, and also to make sure that we understand what the community actually wants. And we've also like planned around it to make sure that we really can work together with the community to make this and like as epic update as possible. And we have also hired some new amazing developers to the team.
And you're one of the amazing developers, Brandon.
Yeah, I joined this year in January, and I actually came from the community. I used to do modding for 10 years. One of the first mods I work on was the Aether, which is like a dimension that added sky islands and stuff. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this
speed.
epic.
I'm so happy to have you.
We have another creator question.
Hi, I'm the Pink Diamond Diva, and this is my question. Are you making the caves more advanced for older players so they can mine deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to navigate for newer players?
Such a great question.
Yeah, I mean, with this update, we're making sure that we can have as much variation as possible within the actual caves themselves, but we want to make sure that the old caves are still retained as much as possible to keep that classic feel.
Yeah, and we really also looked into to make sure that we have something for everyone, because we have such a huge community, and it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful thing. So we really want this update to have something for everyone. So actually, we made sure to map all the features in the update to different player styles to really see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such a big thought process on how you decide what even goes into
Yes.
an update this big.
Yeah, we have spent quite a lot of time on just making sure that we have a very good fundament for the update. For example, we did the player style mapping, and we've also worked with design pillars. So the design pillars, they kind of describe the vision of the update. So for example, they help us when we prioritize between different features, and also when we design each specific feature. And we have 3 pillars for this update. And the first one is actually all about the spectacular mountains, the snowier snow, and the mischievous goats. Because at last year's live, the players voted for these features, and we felt like it's so important to deliver on that promise. So we actually wanted to have it as a pillar.
Yeah, and another pillar that we actually integrated into this was adding strategy to mining. So of course, Minecraft already has plenty of strategy in mining, but we wanted to see if we could push that just a little bit further and add even more mechanics that make it interesting for players to mine in the caves.
Yeah, and the third pillar is to create an underground of marvel for the players. And that pillar is a lot about adding variation to the underground and contrasts and inspire players to craft their own underground adventures and build underground. And one thing we have done to fulfill this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes, and one of them is the lush caves.
Ooh. เมื่อกี้มันไม่ใช่อัปเดตใหม่ใช่ไหม ไม่ใช่ใช่ไหมที่ดอกมีสีม่วงๆว้าวสวยมากทุกคนคืออารมณ์แบบ
It's so
ในนรกอ่ะ
beautiful. It doesn't feel cave-like.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make sure that, of course, in Minecraft, all the original caves, they're pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of vegetation or different features inside of it. So for this, we wanted something which is a bit more light and lush and actually has vegetation. And I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the inspiration behind it?
So we were thinking about, okay, so how should you feel when you are in a lush cave? And we wanted to be so you feel very tiny inside a big garden or big forest. So when you look up, it's actually vegetation above you, it's vegetation around you. And one source of inspiration we had is actually a Swedish painter called John Bauer. Because in his paintings, it's always, or often at least, a tiny character, and then it's huge forest, and you see the bottom of the trees because the vegetation is so big compared to the character.
And you're adding so many new plants in the lush caves.
Yes, so I don't know if you saw, but there was this new tree that was actually above on the overworld, and this is called an Azalea Tree. So it's a unique type of tree that it'll be easy to spot for players, and if you actually find this and start going down its roots, you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding strategy to mining, where there are certain landmarks which will allow you to understand what you're doing in the game.
That's cool. And another one of the new blocks is a block called Spore Blossom. And it's that you maybe saw it in the video. It's a big pink flower that you find in the roof of the lush cave. And it will drip particles from that flower, but it will also actually feel a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar to the particles that we added to the nether biomes in the nether update. But the cool thing here is that you can move the flower if you want to and get these particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very creative with that.
That's so awesome. And the lush caves have a real glow to them from one of the plants.
Yes. So there are vines in the lush caves, and they have glow berries on them, and these are actually a light source. And you can also pick them and eat them if you want to.
Nice.
Yes. And another plant we actually have is the drip leaf plant. And you can actually see that they can kind of grow from water or anywhere else. And they grow quite tall, but they have a little plant on the top that you can actually hop onto. So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the leaf will actually tilt down when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make you fall through. However, after a few seconds, it'll come back up. So it's kind of this like platforming block that allows you to just, continue platforming over and over again, which I hope is really exciting for, content creators making maps.
Yeah,
มัน
you
หก
can
มัน
build
หก
like
ด้วย
your
นะ
own platforming levels, and then they will
ดูดิ
repair themselves. That's kind of neat.
มันคือใบบัวใช่ไหม
It's
ใบ
so
บัว
beautiful in
คือใบ
there.
บั
And
ว
there's actually a mob coming to the lush cave.
ซึ่งนี้ตอนเวลาเราจะหาคือ
There
แบบ
is,
มันเป็นพืช
but
แบ
we
บ
will
ใหม่
actually not
ที่จะพบ
tell
เจอใน
you
แบบ
about this mob
ใน
now,
เฉพาะถ้ำที่
because
เป็น
in the
มี
end
ไบโอ
of
มเมื่
the
อ
show
กี้
we
เท่านั้น
will show even more features coming to the Caves and Cliffs update, and then we're gonna show that mob.
There
This
is
is
so
the
much.
first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two at the beginning and towards the end of the show. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves and the shapes and the sizes you could get. And even here, you can see that there's some water underground.
Yes. So we actually added something we call local water levels. So in one cave might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we get naturally generated waterfalls, which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new ways to traverse the underground. You can actually go cave rafting.
Yeah,
That's
so you'll
lot.
see in a bit that our player here will actually use a boat to raft. And that is just such an exciting opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a very different way than you used to.
Yeah, we were playtesting, and then one of the devs like, look at this, it's so fun, and all of us just started to go with the boat on the waterfall. It was a lot of fun.
So another thing to note here is that you could see that a lot of the ores were actually glowing. This is just for preview purposes. Ores aren't going to glow now. It's just that the
สวย
caves
ทุก
tend
ค
to
น
be quite
ถ้ำ
dark, and we want to make sure that players can
มัน
see
จะ
the
มี
shapes of the
น้ำ
cave.
แบบเหมือนเป็นใน
Now,
ถ้ำ
will
จริง
that
ๆอะไรเงี้
only
ย
be for the like normal caves, or will this
เท่
run
มาก
across
ส
all
วย
of the
มาก
new cave biomes?
Yeah, so the really cool thing is that like the new cave shapes and sizes is
ตอนนี้ผมรอมอนใหม่อยู่
independent from the new biomes.
ม็อบใหม่
So
มอน
that means that we have
มอน
so
ใหม่
much
อาจจะมี
variation.
ม็อบ
Because
ใหม่
for
อาจจะมี
example,
นะ
a
ครับ
lush cave can, for example, generate in a super narrow tunnel, but it can also generate in like a huge cavern, and that creates completely different atmospheres, but it's still the same biome. So we're really gonna have lots of variation on the
โค
ground.
ตรสวยทุก
You've
คน
been
ถ้
calling two of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese? Like that's how varied the caves could be?
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables of how the variation works. And I mean, it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah, some of the caves, for example, have really cool pillars, and some are more like flat, some are tall. Lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Yes, so we have the Dripstone Caves biome. And whenever I think about the idea of a
หินย้อยทุก
cave
คน
update, the image of stalagmites and stalactites comes
หิน
into
ย้อย
my
เลยเหรอ
head. But adding these are pretty difficult. You know, it's a very unique shape
Wow.
that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to. But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this. So you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down.
เป็นดาเมจ
And
ใช่ไหม
also, unfortunately for this
เป็นดาเม
zombie
จจริง
here, if
ด้วย
you fall on these dripstones, you will get hurt.
Of course, maybe.
There's
แบบ
another interesting mechanic in the dripstone cave.
คือตอนเราเข้าเมืองนะครับ ต้องเรียกว่าอันตรายมาก
stalactites.
คือตกใจที่สุดคือ
See that
ถ้าไม่รู้ข้างล่างมีอะไร
with
คือ
water.
โดนแทง
So
ตาย
actually,
แน่
if
น
you
อน
put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will fill up with water. So it's
Wow.
renewable water.
สุดยอด
How do you remember
Yeah.
which is stalactites and stalagmites?
Well, that's a very good question. It has been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one. So stalactite is in the roof, and stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect. We've been practicing that, all of us.
For a long time, like even.
And you have something really amazing in this update for the sort of redstone engineers out there.
Yes, so we've actually been thinking about this redstone block that lives in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world. We're not going to talk about this biome too much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the video, we can actually see that it's basically this growth, and this is called the skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal. So this is going to be very interesting for redstone players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wool with wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from being able to get into the skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now. And as you can see here, I walked next to the skulk sensor, and it's actually kind of doing an infinite loop where the piston is causing a vibration, and then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a wool block in between the piston, which prevents the signal from going to the skulk sensor. This can allow you to even do sort of directional skulk sensors where you can put wool blocks on each side and only allow it to detect vibrations in front of it. And vibrations can be so many different things. You know, it can be a snowball hit, it could be an arrow, it could be footsteps, it could be blocks, anything.
So cool.
Yeah.
And another thing we actually, well, we had a bit of a
มาราธอน
happy
ตามเสียงด้วยทุกคน
accident with this because we realized that we get wireless redstone thanks to the skulk sensor.
Yes.
So, and we didn't even plan to add it. But then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait, we got wireless redstone. And that's so exciting. And, well, you can just build so many cool things with that. It's going to be exciting to see what the community will build.
Yeah, you're really looking for community feedback to make sure this feels great for everyone.
Absolutely. I think because this is such a unique mechanic, we really want to make sure that we get it right. And, you know, we love the redstone community and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any feedback you have, any ideas, send it to us and we will work with you to make this the best block that it can be.
And now, we said there's another mob coming later, but I think it's time for a new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
It is. And this is a very scary mob. And it lives in the deepest of the underground, in the deep dark. And this is a very dark place. And the cool thing is that this mob is very well adapted to the environment. So it can't see anything. So it's the first blind mob in Minecraft. And that's very interesting because it gives such interesting mechanics. So instead, it will react to vibrations, just like the skulk sensor block. So if you aren't very careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to that. I mean, caves can be scary, they're dark. And all I'm going to say is that when you go into the deep dark, I want to make sure that you're very quiet and watch closely for the warden.
What did we
ว้า
just see?
It's a very different mob.
มอนตัวใหม่
I'm
ทุ
really
กคน
excited for this because
โคตรน่า
not
ก
only
ลัว
is
เลย
it
ตัวเนี้ย
trying to be scary, we had to keep a balance to it.
โอ้โห
It was
โคตร
very
น่ากลัว
challenging to design a mob like this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video, I was wearing full netherite armor, so it's very powerful. You
That's
definitely want to
dangerous
watch
mob.
out. Yeah.
Which I think also is such an interesting gameplay, because like if you want to, you can avoid it, but then you need to really be careful, like sneak all the time to not make like any kind of movement that it will detect. But that's a lot of fun, and it's like feels scary, but in the good way.
And you wanted to kind of take everyone back to their
ขนลุก
that
อะ
first
เรา
night
ยังขนลุกเลยนะ
experience with the warden.
Absolutely. I mean,
Nakoma,
I
everyone.
had such an amazing experience when I first played Minecraft. Like, it was terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves, and hopefully we can bring that back to players, but, 10 years later.
Yeah. But that would be just amazing, because you hear so many lovely first night stories. It's such a big thing, and I mean, I'm also very fond of my first night in Minecraft, so we hope to give that experience again.
But you really balance sort of the
สวัสดี
look
ครับ
of it.
ผม
It's like it's almost cute, but also really, really terrifying. How did you decide?
We actually worked a lot on like how does scariness look in Minecraft, because we wanted to be very scary and we didn't want to take away from the scariness, but we felt let's add some derpiness
มี
to
ตัว
it.
น้องด้วย
It's like a mix.
เมื่อ
So
กี้
for
ผม
example, we
เห็น
added
มี
mouth.
ตัวน้องด้วยนะ
I love the mouth.
เอ
And
อ
some actually reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find like the perfect balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really has
Amazing.
character.
Yes, definitely.
มา
Well,
ครับไลฟ์
you've been
2020
sitting
ครับ
up here. You just
เกี่ยวกับ
announced
การ
an
อัปเดต
update that everyone
ใน
has
เวอร์
been
ชัน
waiting
หน้า
for,
อะไร
and
เงี้
we
ย
actually have some
17
tweets that
อะไร
have
ประมาณ
come
เนี้ยครับ
in.
Oh,
That's awesome.
okay, that's amazing to see. So much excitement. Oh, even more tweets.
บอกเลยว่าเป็นการอัปเดตที่ใหญ่มาก
It's lovely. It's like we really developed this game together with the community, and now to see that people are so happy, that feels so good.
Yeah, honestly, it's such a privilege to work on a game like this and an update like this, and we just love this game and we want to make the best
Yeah.
update that we can for everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Agnes and Brandon. That was a lot of amazing new things. Don't forget that we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show. Now let's head over to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Vu Bui. I hear he has a first look at something you all voted into the game last year.
Hello, Minecrafters of the world. I'm Boo Booey, and I'm here once again to help all of you at home to choose a mob that will go into Minecraft. But first, we have a message from our good friend Max Brooks, author of our first Minecraft novel, with some exciting news.
Hey, Minecraft community. It's Max Brooks, author of Minecraft: The Island. Thank you so much for embracing my book, and I hope you'll enjoy the sequel, Minecraft: The Mountain, where our character leaves the island and paddles to a strange snow-covered world and discovers another castaway, and together the two of them have to find their way home. Minecraft: The Mountain, coming out in 2021, available for pre-order right now. And as always, thank you for embracing all Minecraft books.
That sounds awesome! Another Minecraft novel, and this one's called The Mountain. Speaking of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a fierce competition, but the mountains won after 2 intense rounds of voting. Well, I have a sneak peek into what your vote is bringing to Minecraft on the cliff side of the Caves and Cliffs update. Goats. They're both mischievous and adorable at the same time.
ๆ แพะ
As you
ภู
can
เขา
see, they live on the mountains. And if you aren't
ผ
careful,
มรู้
they
แล้ว
might
ว่า
knock you off.
ภูเขามาแต่แรกเพราะว่า
Excellent
เมื่อกี้
jumping skills.
ที่ตอนที่เขาไลฟ์ข้างบนน่ะมันมีรูปแพะภูเขาอยู่
We'll
มัน
also
ต้องมี
get
แน่นอน
better mountain generation
ซึ่ง
with
มันมีจริงๆด้วย
spectacular and more
ผมนั่งคิดตั้งนาน
dramatic
ว่ามันมีเปล่า
mountains
วะ
with height-dependent
ไปดูย้อนหลัง
generation.
ได้นะมัน
That
มีอยู่
means things
มันมี
like
รูปแพะ
tree
ภูเขาอยู่
lines and mountaintops that will be more challenging with lots of snow and ice.
จริงๆมันก็
And
มีก่อนอ
speaking
ยู่แล้ว
of
แหละ
snow, yes, it
บอก
will
จะอัป
be
เดตเข้ามา
snowier. We will also
มั้ง
have
นะ
a
ผม
new
จำไม่
block
ค่อยได้
called powder snow, which will be a kind of trap block. It looks similar to snow, but if you or a mob walk on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote. We have 3 awesome mobs for you to choose from. And to introduce them, we once again have Tiny Agnes and Tiny Jens. Let's see what they have to show.
โอ้นี่ไงอัปเดตบัวดอก
Bees and
ไม้
moonblooms are friends, just like we are. Right, Agnes?
These friendly cows live in the flower forest biome, yellow as sunshine and covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to like
น่ารัก
about
เชียร์
these beautiful
น้อง
bovines?
We are
No.
friends, right, Agnes?
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual
Monster.
mountain? They are animated.
The Isolager is a new illager that lives on mountain tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks you with clouds of flying ice.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here, right, Jens? Do you ever wish Minecraft's oceans were glowier?
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
Sure you do. Well, wish no more. Meet the glow squid.
ยังไงปลาหมึก
Wow.
ผมเคยเห็นใน
What was I
Minecraft
meant
Earth
to say again? Vote
มันมีด้วย
for Minecraft.
Can't talk. Must admire glow.
Agnes, Jens, it's really distracting. They're so tiny and they're so susceptible to distraction. Hopefully that won't happen to you. Now let's go over how. Hello? Oh, hi, Tiny Agnes. Yeah, no, I'm live right now. Okay. Well, you really shouldn't read too many internet comments. But okay, I'll tell him. Okay, bye. Tiny Agnes would like everyone to know that she and Tiny Jens are, in fact, good friends. Okay, where was I? And why do people keep leaving phones around the studio? Now, let's go over how you can be a part of what is likely to be an epic showdown. Don't let this decision be made without your voice. Be ready to cast your votes. First, make sure you have a Twitter account. If you don't, go to twitter.com, sign up for an account, and make sure you're logged in. I'll let you know when the voting starts. Then you'll need to go to the Minecraft Twitter account to find the latest poll. Think carefully, debate with your friends and family, make a decision, then click on the mob you want to make it into Minecraft. There will be 2 voting sessions, and I'll let you know when each one begins. For now, just be ready and keep dreaming of victory for your favorite mob.
My name is Yesenia Cisneros, and I am the gameplay producer from Minecraft Earth. I am so excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year and to share this wonderful experience with you, our amazing community. It's been so fun seeing what you've been doing with the game. I've seen lots of creation shared each week, and I wish I were that creative. I mean, wow. While everyone has been discovering new hobbies, I have been logging in each day to collect a new adventure crystal, which lets me play life-size adventures in augmented reality in various parts of my home. My dogs are very confused, to say the least. It seems like I'm not the only one who's been going on lots of adventures. We've had more than 5 million adventures played throughout early access. Holy Moobloom, that is amazing! I've also been completing season and daily challenges to collect mobs, even more adventure crystals, and exclusive character creator items that can also be used in Bedrock. Sometimes, when the weather is just right in my house, lightning strikes and a new mob is made. Later this month, we have 2 new mobs joining Minecraft Earth, and I hear they're going to make quite a splash. Speaking of mobs, our beloved Moobloom from Minecraft Earth has a chance to be brought into vanilla. How cool is that? Now, I'm not going to tell you who you should vote for, but what I am saying is one of these mobs is definitely way more adorable than the rest, so choose wisely. In our last couple releases, you may have noticed that we added Slime Ball and Slime Blocks. With that, I'm super excited to let you know that we are adding Pistons and Sticky Pistons to Minecraft Earth. Be on the lookout next week for a content update, and I can't wait to see the awesome creations you make with blocks, items, and now redstone contraptions. Our friends Mumbo Jumbo and Grian recently took a Minecraft Earth road trip and made their own awesome creations. Let's get a sneak peek at what they discovered.
Hello everyone, my name's Mumbo, this is my friend Grian, and this is my 1974 VW bus. There's no air conditioning, there's no heating, there's no radio, there's no
มันตื้อ
anti-lock
ฟัง
brakes,
บ่
no
ออ
power
ก
steering.
ผมก็พูดภาษาไทยไม่ได้ไงผมก็แปลได้ผมแบบเข้าใจได้บางคำอ่ะ
Times were
แปลไม่
definitely
ได้
different in the 1970s, so it's ridiculously slow, and it's definitely lacking some of the modern comforts you would usually expect to find in a car these days.
We are embarking on a grand tour of England, going from the south coast up to Wales, and it's going to take us 3 whole days.
I'll be honest, Grian, mate, would you class that as a grand tour?
Well, yes, we have no radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
But you see, this isn't a regular road trip in a rubbish old van, this is a Minecraft Earth road trip in a rubbish old van. With
เนี่ยผม
Minecraft
อยาก
Earth
มี
being
เพื่อนเล่น
something
น่ะ
we can play on the move, we thought we would travel to a
เล่นเป็น
bunch of
เกี่ยวกับ
different locations in the
มาครับ
UK.
มาครับ
Some of them are iconic, some of them just feel very Minecrafty, and some of them are barely linked to Minecraft at all, but we just really wanted to go to them, so we did. Oh, he took it out on the guy next to him.
We also had a go at integrating Minecraft Earth with real life. Minecraft Earth Frisbee is a bit of a challenge.
Sorry.
Minecraft Earth Badminton can be quite dangerous to onlookers.
Sorry, Josh.
And real-life sand blocks are alarmingly difficult to construct.
If I just film this angle, there we go, look, it's our sand block.
All in all though, the road trip was a huge success and we had a lot of fun. You can expect to see the full-length episodes appearing on our channels very, very soon.
Wow, it looks like Mumbo Jumbo and Grian had quite the Minecraft Earth adventures. At Mojang Studios, we've also been making more original content than ever before on our Minecraft YouTube channel. Our goal is to create shows that give you inside knowledge directly from our team. We're even giving away all of our secrets in a new series called How We Make Minecraft, which honestly feels sort of risky. And guess what? We have lots more awesome Minecraft content on the way. Here's a look at what shows you'll find on our channel.
Here's 10 things you didn't know about the
Yo to the yo-yo. My name is Jens, I'm here.
Wait, no! Stop!
How can Steve punch cactus without getting hurt?
I know a cactus has pricklies, but punching a tree probably hurts too.
Everyone just starts panicking.
Please like and subscribe. I've always wanted to say that. But really, you should. It's good stuff. In 2017, you voted for the terror that is the Phantom, and I personally have not forgiven you for that. In 2018, the Taiga won your vote with fantastic foxes. Last year, it was the mountains with our soon-to-be friends, the goats. What will you, the Minecraft community, do this year? Let's review our choices once more. I was inspired by some of the amazing handcrafted things I've seen made by our community over the years. So I decided to make my own versions of our 3 mob choices. Hi, babies. For illustrative purposes. I think I did a pretty great job. Took me 3 months each. Anyway, all the way from Minecraft Dungeons, we have the Iceologer. They make clouds of ice that smash down on whomever they are attacking. Not quite as chill as they look. From Minecraft Earth, we have the adorable Moo Bloom. I hear they may come with a new flower, the Buttercup, and I'm pretty sure they'll be best pals with bees. Also from Minecraft Earth, the Glow Squid. As the tiny trio will surely attest, they sure are distracting to look at. The first voting poll is now live on the Minecraft Twitter account. Make sure you're logged in, go to the poll right now, and click the mob you want to win. We'll check back in before we start the second and final poll. Now, though, I'd like to welcome Laura to my desk to talk about the dungeoniest Minecraft game ever, Minecraft Dungeons. Hello, Laura.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Very excited that you're here.
Nice.
So, what do you do at Mojang Studios?
I am a game designer, which means I am the one that gets to decide how difficult the bosses are.
โอเคผมก็นี่เป็นเกี่ยวกับ Minecraft Dungeon แล้วซึ่งผมก็ไม่ได้ติดตามอะไรเงี้ยนะก็สำหรับวันนี้นะครับดูมาได้ถึงประมาณครึ่งหนึ่งแหละนะครับก็เดี๋ยวผมจะไปนอนแล้วเองดูว่ากลางคืนแล้วนะครับเที่ยงคืนแล้วอันนี้ก็ขอโทษจริงๆที่ดูไม่จบเนาะนะครับแต่ก็ได้มีการอัปเดตเกี่ยวกับพวกมีรูปอัปเดตเข้ามาใหม่นะก็คือแบบไบโอมแบบใหม่ที่อยู่ในถ้ำนั่นเองแล้วก็พวกมอนแบบใหม่ออกมานั่นเองนะครับมีมอนหนึ่งที่น่ากลัวมากคือใช้เสียงนะมันรับใช้เสียงนั่นเองนะครับผมน่ากลัวมาก ก็โอเคผมก็ใครอยากดูต่อนะครับก็เพียงว่า Minecraft นั่นเองใน YouTube นะไปดูกันได้นะครับก็อันนี้ผมจะไลฟ์สตรีมแค่นี้ก่อนแล้วกันนะครับก็มานั่งให้ความเห็นกับทุกคนนะครับว่าแบบมีอะไรนะก็ขอบคุณที่ทุกคนที่คอมเมนต์มานะครับผมแต่วันนี้ฝันดีครับนะครับสวัสดีครับบ๊ายบายเดี๋ยวไปค่อยดูต่อเนาะนะครับนี่นะMinecraft Earthนะครับไม่ใช่ไหมครับไลฟ์พูดผิดนะครับผมสวัสดีครับทุกคน